to diving out of windows, rotating backwards, and taking out
Now, starting in 2 days, that's August 30th. And don't forget to preload the beta starting today. You know, we have the technology, so preload it.
Yeah, and also get those juicy rewards. But Brittany, speaking of beta, you and the team have been very busy because you're talking about maps. We got a lot of them lined up for launch. Let's take a look.
We got all the maps.
We've got maps.
Yeah.
We've got maps.
Oh my goodness, you got every map. That's awesome.
We've got 16 brand new maps at launch.
Brand new.
All brand new, and we're going to be playing 8 at the beta. So it's 5 core 6v6 and 3 of our strike maps.
Wow,
Awesome.
that is I mean, typically, you know, for the betas, you get like maybe 1 or 2 maps, a couple morsels. You guys going in?
big offering.
Yeah,
You're going
you
in.
guys,
Come huge.
you're going to see these here today. Brittany, is there one beta map you think folks are going to be really excited about playing? I mean, there's not just one. They're all going to be great. Getting a hands-on look so that you can practice when the game comes out. But I'm personally really excited for players to play Skyline. I've been slaying really hard on that one in Hardpoint, and you got to dive into the pool.
Yeah.
Omni Movement, the pool, match made in heaven.
Tell you, it's giving me some, if I'm remembering right, some estate vibes, you know what I mean?
All right,
got some fancy buildings, you know? I like that. I like the way it looks. All right, now we're talking about maps here, but I love me some modes. Let's talk about some modes here because we got a nice mix of modes that are going to be coming for the streamers to play, for the people at home to be able to play in the beta. But Joanna, there is one mode in particular that has caught my eye when I was looking through the menu, and it was Kill Order.
Yes.
What's Kill Order?
Yes, Kill Order is our new mode for Black Ops 6. It's a combination of a Slayer and objective mode. Every team will have their own high-value target, and is the key to their victory. Each team will want to protect their high-value target, aka HVT, while attacking the enemy's HVT. Any elimination will count towards their team score, but you will get more score if your HVT gets a kill and you eliminate the enemy's HVT.
So you get to be aggressive or defensive.
Exactly.
However you want to pick your poison.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite modes so far in Black Ops 6. We've had a lot of fun play testing it. I've seen people getting pretty rowdy in the pit at the studio over this. And if you're selected as HVT, you're actually going to get some unique bonuses, right?
Correct. You will get a bit of more perks as the HVT. You get a bit of extra protection with armor plates, and you can see enemies with directional indicators on their mini-map.
Okay, so you can be a little bit of a shot caller.
Yes,
for
exactly.
your team. Or not, and be a terrible friend, and not call things out.
Turtle up, just turtle up, whatever you want to do.
It's a good way to know who really has your back, let's be honest.
I know that my friends will not call things out for me, and they will want me to suffer.
Your ride or dies really are.
Yeah, truly, mostly die. Now, let's talk about, because, you know, obviously you have all the maps you can play Kill Order on. Is there one map in particular that stands out to you that people should be looking out for in the beta?
I mean, you talked about aggressive players. I'm definitely a more aggressive, high-value target. The game is telling me I'm important, so I gotta.
The game's telling you you're high value,
show
girl.
it. I gotta show it off. So I really like Babylon for that one. Just you're in the action. As the HVT, it's easy to just go around, rack up the kills.
Ooh, all right.
Some say aggressive, some say careless.
Yeah. I err on the side of carelessness for sure.
We've got plenty of new modes as well as fan favorites returning at launch and into the live seasons. We're only talking about Kill Order here today because it's in the beta. But Joanna, what can you give us a little taste of in terms of modes for launch?
Yeah, of course. We took a hard look at every mode in our portfolio, whether it's your traditional core modes or new modes like Kill Order. And for example, in Domination, we are bringing back objective zones. Exactly.
Okay.
Having it as zones allows players to have a bit more space for exciting engagements battling over A, B, and C.
Yeah.
Another thing we took a look at is Hardpoint. And what we did there, we basically added numbers to our objective icons to make it easier for players to call them out to teammates and to help players to remember and understand the specific rotations of the zones.
Yeah.
So
Let's rejoice.
Yeah. Esports gang excited. In terms of what other modes and newness and maps, Brittany, what have you got for us in the live seasons? I mean, we're just a little hint,
Yeah.
Talk to me.
Still cooking.
We are still cooking. We've been told players want maps, so
I hear that is
I
a
read it
thing.
on the internet.
we're making a lot.
Must mean it's true.
We've got new things cooking up, and we're also excited to revisit some fan favorites from the Black Ops universe.
Matt,
Yeah.
Favorites.
Yeah. I mean,
Fan favorites, you say?
there are certain maps where
Yes.
it just wouldn't be a Black Ops game without. That's all I'll say.
Well, stay tuned later in the show. We might get a sneak peek.
All right, I'm compelled. All right, well, speaking of what lies ahead, let's go ahead and check out what we have coming up here at Call of Duty next, because there's so much goodness to go around. We're about to kick off our live multiplayer gameplay any minute now, and then we're going to be jumping into zombies later on the new Liberty Falls map, and finally, we're going to round out our live gameplay with a look at Warzone on the all-new Resurgence map. Also, we'll be hearing from our friends over at the mobile team towards the end of the show, because there's a lot of goodness happening over in the mobile side of Call of Duty. So you don't want to go anywhere for that one. And now it is time to dive into some Black Ops 6 multiplayer gameplay. We'll be back at the desk in just a little bit with the developers of Treyarch to talk more about classic prestige, weapons, and so much more. But until then, we got two great casters to guide us through the action. We got Miles and Puckett standing by. Fellas, take it away.
Thank you very much, Golden Boy. That is right, folks. We are here in DC. Call of Duty Next has now begun. And we get to kick off this degustation, Chris, with some multiplayer.
Yes,
but
sir.
I think the most fun part of today for us is the playground we have to work with. Oh, let's get it, baby. Oh, let's
Look
get
at
it.
this incredible circle, guys. We're going to be playing in here all week long. And of course, Miles, we are going to be breaking down all of the multiplayer. We're starting here with some classic 6v6. And that's got me all kinds of excited because it's been too long since I had some time to black.
It has been a minute. Of course, Cold War was the last time I got in there. But ladies and gentlemen, we start things off with the man who was always going to break it. A multi-world champion and an absolute demon on the sticks, Chris.
Yeah, that's right. This man just won Worlds a few months ago, already gearing up for the new game. And if anyone is going to showcase just the potential of Omni movement, there's no better screen than this.
So the third kill we get to see him do is a diving forward headshot there. Again, like, this is what you wanted to see. The man's going to be airborne most of the time. If he's not in the air, he's on his knees, slip sliding around. It's a difficult man to deal with, Chris, on the worst of days.
All right, the question is, how long before he gets fully streaked out? It's been, what, 60 seconds?
Yeah, I mean, look, that's the UAV, counter UAV, and it looks like the Helper Helo is going to be his last streak. So, look, guys, it's a Black Ops game. You know what to look for when it comes to crazy weapons. We've got some awesome streaks being used here. And this man, backwards, forwards, you name it, whatever direction he's going, he's diving.
Let's switch it up, taking it over to MZ, who seems to be on the losing end of some fights. But what we love about MZ, never afraid to bring out the sniper rifle at all ranges.
Every Call of Duty I've watched MZ play has just been a sniper fest. Now, she's sprinting already. She's using Omni movement to go side to side, left to right. She's getting ready for a big dive. Everyone wants to find that mega moment where you just get to fly through the air, hit that shot, forward, backwards, doesn't matter. This is Call of Duty on absolute roids.
And this seems to be a perfect spot for her to just go to town. That is back-to-back, make it 3 straight kills. Starting to unlock those streaks, and this is just going to get even easier for her.
MZ again. Want to see some snips. Hit a stim. We dive. Come on. Get it.
Slam cam!
It counts. Flying through the air. Check this out, folks. Oh, MZ, the people are watching.
I love the reach out, though. Mad respect. We got to take our screen over to the man representing the greatest team in the history of the sport, Tim the Tapman, and his 88 Lamb.
A man who will not be hitting any airborne snipes, but he's going to do something. Let's go, Tim. What have we got?
I can't wait to see him in Zombies, where gravity is actually going to be on his side. No spoilers yet, but this stuff gets exciting.
A true professor of the School of Flopper on your screen, folks. Tim, though, having a good time here in DC. He's got a tough lobby. I mean, let's face it, Legion's on his team, Kane Brown's on his team as well. I wonder if he's got any pros to help him out.
I love that. Kane Brown making his way back here for Black Ops 6. He hosted Tim the Tapman's tailgate party. Awesome to see him there. And Tim gonna fall once again on screen, but we did see Legion with a little pop-up performance, and now it's Jay Smooth's turn here from the Nuke Squad.
I mean, I wonder if anyone's running the intelligent movement system here, where, again, you could do things like automatically mantle, automatically slide under, obstacles. It really just allows players to feel a little bit more fluid on the map, not have to use as many button inputs. This is something you can toggle on and off as well. So don't worry, folks. For those of you who are like, that sounds OP. That's not a problem here, boys and girls.
Tim, solid shots once again, and he is trying to get the angle, taking the corner a little too tight there. 0.73 KD. Take me off the screen and show me Hutch.
Hutch, one of the older players here in DC. and he's having himself a decent time so far. We had questions, Chris. I mean, are the old guys going to be able to hang in this game? And I think the answer is yeah.
Yeah, I asked Hutch if he was going to run for president. He said he's a little bit busy with Black Ops 6 dropping here this weekend for the beta, but I can't wait to see the old guard returning here. Classic gameplay meets some brand new movement, and you know Hutch is fired up to try it out.
I mean, we've seen some slides already, and you can see how fluid the game is. I mean, one of the things we've been talking about constantly with the creators who have been here in DC for a while is, what does it feel like? Does it feel like a Black Ops game?
It feels so good just moving around the map. It's natural. My first thing I did was dive on my back, though, and I thought it was so dope that you had to challenge me, and I was already aiming where your head's going to be.
Chris Bucket, supine, prone, fighting kills, Hutch on the right-hand side.
I'm really good at it.
Chris and I,
Should we do another lap?
Oh, we can do another lap. I don't want to do too many laps because it's going to get hot in here real quick. But, ladies and gentlemen, this stage, an absolute delight. We've got creators all around us here. DC is absolutely out of control.
Who thought that we deserved to be in a museum today? Shout out to whoever put this one together. Yes, everybody, welcome in to Black Ops 6 multiplayer, and let's show you what's going on with Hazardous.
One half of Trey and Jay.
Don't let me do it.
Oh my God. Methods don't let me do it. He did. Thank God. Schrodinger Lee now on the other side, and it looks like he's the HVT for his team right now. So I'm picking up a points here again. Oh, it's a dub. It's the first dub we've seen in the game actually.
We've got multiple different game modes. You saw MZ was playing domination. There is a little bit of the high value target. You're going to score more when you're the HVT. You also get a little bit of body armor that I found went a very long way.
It does. While you're highlighted red in game, so everyone knows where you are. It's up to your teammates to protect you, unless you're one of GP's friends. And he nearly hitting the old Omni movement dive, hitting nothing but shots there. Another one of the SMGs, Chris, we're seeing here. So much fun here in Black Ops 6.
Methods, I know your gun's really good and you're putting up multi-kills, but can we please see the RC? I need to see some explosions to start the day.
Oh, here we go. Canio days up. He might pull it in a second. Zenny, he did say to me this might be his year. He might have to come back. I don't know, Zen. Let's see how this RCXD goes.
Let me show you something, your kid.
So much gameplay, so much entertainment, and so poor driving skills. He still gets the kill, though. Well done, Methods.
Good job, Zen. Wow, plenty of multiplayer action taking place today, folks. All of these streams are available, so if you have a favorite stream you want to check out, get them on the sidelines. We have got tons of good news for you, folks. We have a special announcement to make today. I think there's a lot of special announcements, folks.
Yes.
One of Call of Duty's most revered characters is returning
is it?
for Black Ops 6 launch, Chris. I'm not gonna
Who is
say.
it?
Just watch the video.
He can't be replaced.
Hi, baby. I'm back.
Folks, the replacer is back, the one and only Peter Stormare. I think every single Black Ops game without fail, he is here and he's back. His car's parked outside, Chris. You're going to be able to get him in game soon.
I hope he's doing some donuts. Let's take a look at what's going on with Kind of Funny Games. I saw him post on Instagram this morning. So fired up to play the new title. How was the aim, though? Okay, a one-shot kill there coming through. Let's see if he can turn into a streak. I love the dive.
Oh, the dive. Well, folks, this is Babylon. This is one of the new maps here in Black Ops 6. A little small, fast-paced. You've got that sort of central pyramid section. A lot of action in there. Obviously, you can see the objective as the B zone here in this game of domination. And that's a GG's. I was just getting warmed up talking about the map.
250 to 145. Not even close. Kind of funny laying down the hammer. Let's take our screen over to another Snipey McSnipe. In fact, we've got DK Dynamite ready to showcase what he can do in game.
We're watching a mouse and keyboard player, I think. Oh no, I take it back. I'm seeing L2 after this man is on 20 cents. Absolutely flying. And this is the sort of thing you want to see. How crazy can a player on a high sensitivity play and here in Black Ops 6? Another thing to note here, Chris. This is one of the alternate HUDs we have here. You can see the bottom of the screen there. There's a mini-map, a slightly different style. I think this one's called Recon. It could be
Can
wrong.
we just highlight the fact that he took out Symphony, Huskers, and Joe in that triple kill?
That's a feed, baby. That's a big old
Well
feed.
done, Dynamite. Clip it, somebody.
Everyone here at CodNext running these incredible PCs. They're brought to you by Corsair. Everyone's
yes.
setups are absolutely
What
dripping.
do you expect?
We tried these out yesterday. I have never had a smoother experience. I was on mouse and keyboard, and everyone's like, dude, plug in a controller, plug in a controller. I was like, no, bro, this feels incredible.
This feels real good. Another new map here, Chris, and another CDL World Champion. That was Rewind for a brief moment. Bandura's sniping. Is he hitting anything big?
Bandura, what do you got for me?
Go to hardpoint number 3.
You can reclaim it. I believe in you, buddy.
We believe.
That's 3 kills in a row from pros. This is a sniper lobby. I respect this lobby.
Yeah, this is great. A lot of fun sniping in Black Ops 6, as you'll see.
So rewarding when you hit those body shots.
Keep the package safe. Enemy HVT.
AG Biner, also in the zone.
They got our HVT.
This is our brand new game mode, HVT, folks. So, and again, this is the map Rewind. It's a strip mall, a place where you were able to purchase and rent VHSs, Chris, in the center of this map.
VHSs,
What is that?
Some of the people in the chat have never seen one of these pieces of Square technology.
They have not. Alley Cat being one of them. Oh, it's your boy Joe Woe.
Hey, Joe. Okay, so we saw Shotzi, but here's the guy who was originally crowned the Movement King. And Joe Woe is getting up close and doing dirty things. I love the stem. You can tell this is a Warzone player ready to fry multiplayer.
Yeah, he's bringing a very fun loadout there. We'll see what Joe's got in the tank, folks, because this is a man with a very smooth left stick. Hello, that's
Line
the
him up,
sweet
Joe!
three.
Gosh.
On the dive, Joseph Wosif. They call him the Movement King for a reason, folks. He's cooking.
Oh, he's going for the 5er. Clips for days here from Team Joe. Iceman, Isaac, Huskers, and Symphony also on this squad. This may be the most stacked we have seen of any of the lobbies.
Yeah, let's be real, that's a heavy hitting lobby. And Joe, he's dancing with the best of them. Tons of fun here on Babylon once again. I mean, look at this, man. We're all over the place. Here's Aiden, another superb player. And okay, you know what, Chris? We're out, baby. We got to roll. I hear we've got Lottie on the floor with an update. Lottie, take it away.
What's going on?
Not to that guy, I guess. That's supposed to turn you into an enemy. Like, it's supposed to make him...
Safe House, where in addition to our 215 creators, we also have a few celebrity guests trying out Black Ops 6 multiplayer for the first time. And I just happened to have found an RG3. Hello, mate. How are you enjoying the game?
Oh, I mean, I'm enjoying it a lot. 4 years? 4 years been waiting for this bad boy.
It's been a long time, and it's good to be back on Black Ops for sure. Now, how much time are you putting into COD these days?
I mean, I'm putting a lot of time because, I don't know if you heard, but I'm recently unemployed, so got a little more time on my hands, so I'm enjoying this game to the fullest.
You certainly do, but look, all right, I don't know who let you go, but I'm glad they did for me because I need to recruit you today. I have 215 creators in this place. It is stunning, but there's only one of me. I need some help, and I was wondering, do you want to come and help me talk to some of these guys today?
I thought you'd never ask. Let's do it.
Absolutely amazing. I didn't expect him to say yes, but here we go. We're going to get RG3 mic'd up, but until then, let's check out more Black Ops 6 multiplayer. Actually, Robert, do you want to take this throw?
Oh, I would love to. Back to you, gents.
What a pro.
Robert Griffin III in the building. Excited to hear much more from him on the team. But Chris, we've got plenty of time here with our creators still rocking and rolling.
Absolutely. Let's jump right back into game. The Korean Savage.
That's the name.
And it seems like a lot of people are just gravitating early to this MX4. We also see the C9 in the back pocket. He likes to use this one when you're inside, but unfortunately, another game coming to an end.
Yeah, that's another disgusting lobby. Again, the creators in this room, as you heard Lottie talk there, 215 of them, a lot of them incredibly capable players. So, yeah, it's a hot room, folks, literally.
Just try to see if we can score a better quality out of it.
Making the way around the truck. Ebates gets one, and that's all.
Yeah, where he tried. Ebates, this is Rewind. This is one of the many lanes here on the map, and I say many. I mean 3. There's only 3 lanes. I know lanes. 3 lanes. That's one of them. This is the middle of the map. Again, this is a sort of stores. There's a strip mall going on here, and on the outside, there's lots of fun. Again, Swisham now. with another totally different HUD. Again, square minimap up top. Everything's different on the right-hand side, folks. It's a little bit difficult to sort of get a hold of. Once you play the game yourselves, once you get the beta starting tomorrow, you're going to be able to mess around with all of these settings.
And you can tell just everybody wants to feel out the Omni dives. You can get yourself into some great positions if you time it perfectly. Here's a fantastic screen to watch. He just won the Warzone tournament at Esports World Cup. Biffle is a monster, but seems to be on the losing end of another lobby as we take our screen over to another Warzone goat needed.
Oh, here we go. Benny Central, who's actually right over here. He's
from the UK.
He's on our right shoulder, Chris, here in the second Oculus. And checking out some of the emotes for these weapons. The blueprints are going crazy already. And speaking of emotes are back, much like to what we saw in Cold War, but just, a whole lot more spicy.
I just want to see someone start fragging out, and I think the guy on the left might be the key player to do it. He's a world champion, one of the GOATs, TP, one of the greatest Warzone entertainers in his life, and he's not the only one. We got the full-blown masking force.
We really do. Again, creators all over the place, from all the corners of the world here, folks, brought to DC to sample Black Ops 6 and see how things feel. So far, it feels pretty good. That is the general consensus, and if you're watching these streams as well, then again, we are dropping some serious pieces of intel here on the main stream, but all of these creators going all day, playing games, we're playing zombies, we're playing Warzone, Chris.
Yes, sir. We got Switch'em on the left, on your right. We're going to stay on board here with Benny Central. Now, Miles, when I was playing HVT on this map, I just found myself gravitating to the high ground. What do you think is going to be the evolution of this game?
I think the most beautiful thing about this game is just how fast it's going to play, man. I mean, we're seeing the speed at which you can move in every direction really helps. We're going to be hammering home the Omni movement, folks, in case you were worried about it or curious. But again, being able to sprint in any direction, the way you dive, the way you slide, dexterity is a perk as well. I mean, we're going to be looking at putting together some sort of like movement montages over the next year, Chris.
And I think what you're going to love as soon as you get your hands on the game, assuming you've already pre-ordered or have Game Pass, that every gun in your hands right out of the gates is so comfortable. It feels so natural. And I instantly feel like I'm ready to drop a 2.0 KD.
2.0 KD. Well, folks, plenty more Black Ops 6 action here. We're going to go over a quick commercial break. You can still watch this stream. You can check out all the other folks in here as well. Don't go too far. More news after the break.
Watch Tim the Chat, man.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators, get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin. Customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
I have on rapid fire right now. Keep that in mind. You're still having
Welcome back to the desk. We're now joined by Yale Miller from Treyarch. Of course, we're welcoming back Matt, Brittany, and Joanna. And Yale, obviously Treyarch's been cooking for a while. You guys have had a little bit to work on Black Ops 6. So what was the studio's vision for creating this game?
I think from the start, we really looked at what makes a great Call of Duty game, what makes a great Black Ops game, and we focused our energy on pushing on all those things like movement and all those things that everyone knows and loves about Black Ops games, and frankly, we love about Black Ops games, and then just continually asking ourselves, like, how can it be better? How can it be better? Looking at classic features, other things, so you're going to see a lot of that, and obviously a ton of innovations across MP, zombies that just lean into Black Ops.
Yeah, and I love hearing how you guys two were inspired by Black Ops of old, but also looking forward and how all those things work together.
Yep, people have built this into an amazing franchise, and we can't ignore some of the awesome things that we've done in the past, but we know we have to push everything further. So it's just like, how can every little thing be a little bit better every day?
And Black Ops 6 is definitely that, but let's talk a little bit about map design.
Brittany, what are some of the core philosophies that you guys, have approached your map portfolio with for Black Ops 6 multiplayer?
Yeah, I mean, the classic 3-lane design is in there. Little trotting, getting a lot of unique locations, and, really focused on small to medium-sized maps for that tight gameplay and still offer room for meaningful decisions.
Cool.
Great. We got a little commotion here in the studio, but moving on. So let's talk more about maps. We're going to take a look at our launch maps here. Closer look at some of the goodness coming soon. Here we go. We got Subsonic kicking us off. Brittany, take us through.
So this one, that was the Persian Gulf, and then this one's our red card map in a soccer stadium in Avalon, our Mediterranean-inspired region. Vault's also in the Persian Gulf. This one, it seems a really fun one. I think you guys have seen in the trailer.
Possible competitive map.
Hopefully.
Very, very clean, 3-lane. Love that.
And we're coming up on beta maps here, so let's take a look closer at beta maps.
So a ton of great maps in that. There's 8 beta maps that are
8
awesome.
beta maps in total. Of course, we've got our 5 core 6v6 and our 3 strike maps. Brittany, let's talk a little bit more about strike maps.
Yeah, I mean,
we're going to see them in a little bit, of course, but
these are our extra small maps. Face-off, gunfight, super popular in Cold War, so we wanted to make these part of our standard offering and really lean into the designs for these. And there's a lot of fun, controlled chaos. There's no score streaks.
Yeah, so there's, of course, no score streaks on the face-off maps.
Yeah, we want to let you live a little bit and get around.
Strike maps are some of my favorite. I like to just turn my brain off, run forward, and kill or be killed.
I mean, I think that's how I approach every match of Call of Duty, period. But we're calling that the strat, then let's go. But Matt and Neil, we also have intelligent movement in Black Ops 6. Now, this is sort of all part of a lot of the bigger movement changes we've made with Omni movement. Can you talk to us a little bit about what intelligent, how intelligent movement works for players and what it can do for them?
Yeah, so it really started with, we know we're asking more and more of our players how many times we're asking them to click a button or a key, and we want players to be focused on what they want to do and not how to do it. So intelligent movement at a very high level will reduce how many times you have to click your stick to sprint or slide or do all that. So it'll be in your player settings. Check it out in the beta. It's broken up into 3 settings. Please, please, please check it out. It's going to make your game easier.
Yeah, further customization for how you want to traverse the week, hopefully, but it's designed for players of all skill levels, and if you're a little unsure, the Treyarch team's got you covered.
Yeah, it's from the beginning we wanted to make sure everyone had those awesome Black Ops moments, kind of that action hero, and some of this just allows it to be a little bit easier for different players, and also just really good players and find their sweet spot of I don't want to click to sprint, stuff like that. That's super helpful.
And if you still need help, we've got a training course in the beta on a new map, Protocol, which you'll get a sneak peek at. That's a launch map, but go check out the training course if you need to get your feet a little bit more wet.
Yeah, so check out the Omni Movement training course in beta. Sneak peek at the map of Protocol. And speaking of beta, you can tune into the Call of Duty podcast this week and get some neat tips and tricks. But let's take a look at the beta schedule here, kicking off August 30th. And if you want in on that Omni Movement training course, you'll of course need access to the beta. So pre-order Black Ops 6 or subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get early access to the Black Ops 6 multiplayer beta starting very soon. And don't forget to preload.
2 days.
Yeah, you can preload now. So what are you doing watching us? Go make sure you're preloading while you're jumping into the show. And you can also earn, neat rewards. Your XP will count towards...
Absolutely. We wanted to make sure anyone that's playing the beta, they feel like they're still progressing in MW3 and those things. So it's just a huge level up.
Come have fun.
Play.
Progress.
Come play. Let's do it. All right, we've had a sneak peek at some of our operators out there in gameplay, and people seem to particularly be digging Klaus. But can you talk to us a little bit more about building out these characters and the factions a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it really starts with the story of Black Ops 6 and the single player campaign. So on one side, we've got your rogue Black Ops agents. You're hunted on the run. You don't have Uncle Sam backing you. And then on the other side, you've got Crimson One. They do have the military machine backing them, and they're trying to chase down those rogue Black Ops agents.
And it's been a huge push for us just on fidelity of all those. Like you see with the maps, they're the best looking maps we've ever done, but that didn't stop with maps characters as well. So how can we make sure that these are truly Black Ops characters, but just the fidelity that we're pushing on the view model, everything in third person, all the animation stuff. Shout out to all the graphics engineers back at home, but like huge push there.
Yeah, it's been awesome. So make sure you're watching the streams. We're going to get a look at some more operators in action today. But in the meantime, let's take a look at some of these badass Black Ops agents from the Vault Edition. These in particular, that's Adler.
Yeah,
this is actually an Adler skin, which is pretty dope. Do you have a
Joanna, you've got a favorite, don't you?
Yeah, this is my favorite. This is Brutus from our fan favorite map, Mob of the Dead.
Yeah. We got to work some zombies in there,
Exactly.
right? It's Treyarch. It's a Black Ops game. We need our zombies. There's Klaus.
Yep.
Like I said, Klaus, I think, has been a favorite at Next so far. We've heard a lot of Klaus hype in chat. But that's it for us at the desk. Treyarch team, thank you for joining us. We're going back to gameplay. Camos, classic prestige, leveling your loadout are coming up next at the desk. For now, let's check in with the casters on gameplay.
Thank you very much, Steph. If you're just joining us now, folks, Treyarch developers have already walked us through some of the exciting new updates and content coming to Black Ops 6. But there is a lot, folks, so stay tuned. More of that at the desk. But for now, we just sort of been salivating in the back end. Folks, let's, we're joined by Alicat and we're joined by Nameless.
Yes.
Target and I have been having a little bit of fun. We're not going to make you guys run. No one's running.
Do you want to?
I'm down.
I don't want to.
All right, let's go.
We're going
on, Rogue.
We're running in a circle.
So Black Ops 6.
Omni
movement.
we've ever had.
We're omni moving around the stage here. This bit's
I'd
not
break
going to
those
get
ankles.
old, folks. Maybe. Real quick, how you feeling about the game?
I mean, it's incredible. I've been geeking backstage, talking to all the devs, and about the attention to detail and everything in this game has been unbelievable. And as we're going to jump into some gameplay, we're going to see it put on display here. The Omni movement, for me, the best thing ever.
Allie, what is the first weapon? What is the first class we're going to be building when you touch the beta in 2 days?
When I touch it, I got to touch it yesterday, and I loaded in an XM4, but I also heard the Krieg is as well back into the game. So honestly, there's a lot of options when you load into this beta.
So ARs on top of ARs.
ARs on top. You know what I'm saying, people?
So for me, I'm the biggest nerd. The first thing I did, I jumped on, I went through every setting imaginable. I'm like, okay, I can change my HUD. There's movement settings for assistance for, call the old people like Chris. If you need to be able to mantle and do things like that. So it's just a lot of customization, which one I love, but then also going through the maps. So we got some good maps coming into this game.
I can't wait to see the snipes as well. Blake has one in his hands right now from Team Summertime. He and Hitch have been vibing on the new game. It's been nothing but smiles for all the creators here in the stage.
Yeah. I mean, Hitch, this is Scud, one of the new maps we have here. Back over to Skyline, another one of the new maps. Having a great time. But yeah, guys, you talked about some of the ARs and some machine guns are great. Haven't seen too many shotguns. That was something that I think there was a lot of back and forth. How do we make a shotgun really fun without making it too OP?
Well, I mean, you think about Omni movement with the shotgun, you could hit, especially on strike maps, you could slide in, hit people out really quick, especially around corners. And on this map, that's what I was testing. It's a good one to try out the Omni movement. When I was running through the hallways, that staircase you see in front of you, you can make some sick plays.
I'd also love to truly touch on how beautiful this map is. This has been my favorite one I've seen thus far. This is Skyline. It is absolutely stunning. It is vibrant. It is on a rooftop. It's got a sunset in the background while you were testing out your Omni movement, flying off of roofs and taking down your enemies.
And it's definitely a very expensive rental property, Chris.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. I want to go swimming in that thing. Big shout out, as you can see on the left, this room is packed. Over 250 of the greatest Call of Duty creators, all in one venue, all to touch Black Ops 6 for the first time.
And everybody's so stoked. Before the show starts, I was going around talking to all the players, and they just love it. I mean, they spent so much time making this game, trying to make everything perfect for, the community. And so far, everybody's been absolutely having a blast. As we jump over here to Shia, so we're making some moves on Scud.
Scud, Babylon. We've got a lot of maps, as you heard the devs on the desk
So
talk
many.
about. There's a lot of maps. The beta, again, coming in a few days' time, you get to sample everything you see here at Next is going to be available to play. But again, when the full game drops on October 25th.
Nameless, can I ask you about the SMG class? I know that's what you're running. You're always up in front of people's faces. Was it the Jackal out of the gates? Were you running the PDW? What was feeling good?
Like you said, a Jackal. And then on top of that, I just try to make my class as aggressive as possible, right? Like trying to get up close and personal, trying to make plays. And with that Omni movement, as we keep mentioning, you can do some disgusting things in this game.
Yeah, there's some attachments that specifically address like jump to fire time, sprint to fire, ADS while jumping, ADS while flying. Like these things are huge.
You throw on gung ho with that, and you're just an absolute unit right around the map.
No recoil, maximum snappage. It's a lot of fun. Onward with Hutch here.
Line
Doing
him
the
up.
best he can, man. You see in the HVT that huge icon on screen kill. Go get him. Everyone knows exactly where he is. He has armor, and if you do get the kill, you get a lot of points.
Yeah, the big question mark on if you do get the kill. I've not seen many good drivers so far in this building when it comes to those score streaks, but that's unfortunately going to be a loss. We're going to move over on to FIFA Kill. This is one of our Warzone players, and I know he's praying not to load in against Shotzi right now because he has been looking to break that movement.
So there you go, folks. Tons to do here at Next. We've got all of our creators playing alongside. And yesterday, those streamers had the privilege to tour the National Spy Museum here in DC. So much going on. And what they found inside was not what they were expecting. Let's take a look.
Wow.
Getting married in DC is pretty epic.
Kind of game I grew up with my brother playing. It's how I met all of my friends. It's how I met Chloe. I'm ready.
Brad and I met in a Call of Duty lobby on Crash. I didn't believe in soulmates until I met him.
Chloe, I have adored you since the first lobby we met. It was truly love at first sight. Our love is stronger than any meta, and I'm excited to spend the rest of my life with you. I vow to always cherish, protect you, and let you defuse the bomb.
You instantly made me laugh harder than I ever have. I vow to always stay by your side, even when you steal my kill.
You may now kiss the bride.
We got married like Call of Duty.
Couple just got married in context.
A match made in COD heaven.
And we're here now with the Call of Duty DJ and Chloe Jagger, who you guys just saw got married yesterday. What an incredible ceremony. You're all about adding vibes to this whole thing. So you get married yesterday in a Call of Duty themed wedding. Now you're playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6. What would you say is the happiest moment of your life?
Easily getting married.
Good
Great
answer.
job. Amazing. You're getting brownie points for that one.
Big time brownie points. Now, as somebody who just got married literally a few days ago, to a gamer as well, I know how special it is not only to be married, find your soulmate, but to also involve gaming into this. So how special and important is it for you guys to be here at the Call of Duty Black Ops 6, beta and testing, but also to find love in COD too?
I mean, it means everything to us. Call of Duty is such a big part of our lives, and yeah, this is a dream.
It's always been a huge part of our lives, and just to know that's where it all started and to be here now, it's literally a dream come true. It's amazing.
Oh, that is awesome. Such a beautiful story between the two of you. But I gotta ask, what's the honeymoon plans? Is this the honeymoon?
Ooh,
For now.
Definitely go home and play the beta as much as we can, and then we'll worry about the honeymoon after that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a true gamer to me.
It certainly does indeed. Well, you guys, absolutely stunning. Such a special day. Enjoy today as well with the honeymoon vibes happening here at Call of Duty Next. Thank you so much. That's going to do it from us over here. Back over to our casters.
We'll worry about the honeymoon later. There's a beta to play first.
Priorities.
Real.
Call of Duty Lobby is truly bringing us all together. That is insane. What a wonderful thing to happen here at COD Next. Back to the gameplay. It's modern Warzone. Doug's at it in the hard point.
Yeah, it's so special to see them, get married. That is absolutely awesome. We're watching some Black Ops 6, and it feels crazy to say that.
Oh, man, Kane on the stage. I love to see this. Putting down his microphone, putting away the guitar. He needs some game time in.
That's also insane to say. Kane Brown here in DC at Call of Duty Next playing Black Ops 6.
Yeah, right.
Let's see what Kane's got. I watched Kane get a nuke with Bobby Poff.
No way.
Yeah.
That's a duo right there.
That's a duo. I think Isaac was. I don't know. Huskers was in there as well.
Yeah.
Like it was a super solid squad. But Kane was bringing it, man. He was carrying stuff. He was getting kills. He was doing great.
He plays quite a bit of Call of Duty. So excited to see him out here. He's running the AR as well. It's his XM4 in his hands. That was my gun of choice yesterday as the ARs. Unbelievable.
Oh, dude,
And he's running the variant.
My eyes were closed, Kane. I didn't see that.
We absolutely are close enough to, and the Cold War XM4 as well.
Yeah.
Like it's a similar feel. It's got real nice recoil control. It sounds good.
And when
looks good.
you want to be that aggressive AR, it's just one of those guns that you just pull out, get aggressive. I love the XM4. Similar feel, like we said, it's Cold War.
Oh, he's spinning again. Love to see it. What a stage. We're locked in here, though. Phase scope on your screen, and this is what I need. Show me the snipe. Show me the quick scopes, because I was doing it yesterday. It feels so good.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest sniper.
I feel like you're gonna
because
have
I'm just not very good with it. But when I pull it out, it does feel extremely satisfying. And as you can see right here, Scope. He's the man you want to watch make plays. And the phase guys, when they get a sniper in their hand with that Omni movement, they're going to have some insane kills.
I can't wait to see the final kill cams, Allie.
I'm so excited. And that dive that across the screen, I can just think of all the funny edits right now that are going to hit the timeline when this game drops. And Omni movement is just so fun. Regardless of your playstyle, regardless if you're a sniper main, regardless if you're a Warzone player, it is beneficial to literally everybody.
Do you go to your left or your right when you dive?
When I dive, I'm definitely a left person.
Always left?
Which is funny because I write with my right hand.
All right.
You know what's crazy? Nobody considered this, but people with IRL strafe in game. I mean, the dive is adding an extra layer of danger. I'm flying out my
I'm
office
getting
chair.
turned on. I mean, you guys are screwed.
When you guys were all playing yesterday, did you manage to get a Hellstorm? Because it is the best feeling in the world in this game. It looks so good, so crisp. It's unbelievable. I can't wait to see one of our players get it and wreak havoc on the map.
I love that you had to say that. Just to make sure everybody knew that you went on a streak versus
just a
us
slight
yesterday.
flex.
Just a slight flex.
Well, like 6.5 kills.
If we're
Not
going
a
to see
couple
one,
times.
if we're going to see one, it's going to be shots.
Class is in session. Shotzi already having a good time with that snipe.
Never mind.
Miles. T-Dog Smitty. Boston who?
Get him on the roster. That's it.
That's a big goal. But this again, a superb opportunity. Let's see some snipes. That's a big old dive off the mantle as well. So Shotzi has already found a way to interrupt the animations. Are the devs listening? Are they watching this? He's already done
Doing it again.
Keep your eyes on this man, please.
You see some of the badges up top, just so crispy when you get that. It looks so clean, and that added dopamine as you're playing BO6.
We've been warned that there are some absolute legendary old school medals coming in the game. So keep an eye on those on these medals as they happen. Obviously, T-Dog's just there flexing.
Yeah.
I mean, look, I'm the best player in the world, right?
Yeah,
that's
they're
not my-
telling him to
He's
chill out.
convincing. He's like, did you see that kill versus Ant?
Put the guns away, bro. Put the guns away, bro. Over to Noah Sunday, who's finding pieces all over the place.
I love
Listen
it.
to that.
Doesn't even adjust the camera when he gets in. He's like, nah, just give me the controller. I'm good. Let's lock in.
One of my favorite things right now is seeing all the different guns and attachments right now that everybody's running. Because there's no true meta currently, and I feel like some players have truly got this figured out.
Well, folks, we've got all sorts happening here, but let's tickle our ears with a listening presented by Corsair.
Feels good.
I'll take your ears.
Sure.
Gage. Oh yeah, they're 58. God damn. Run it.
Oh my God. Oh, you gotta love it. Spawn camping at its finest. Lines up two with one bullet. Collats are a thing, we found out.
I mean, off the rip, we're just getting some crazy camos and variants. Like, I'm loving what I'm seeing. Once again,
what is this?
That thing looks straight out
Is
of
that an
zombies.
eyeball on the left side?
Yeah,
You
it's,
get a knife that matches as well.
it is beautifully horrifying.
We haven't seen anyone like focus on pure knifing until just now. Lunchtime got the business delivered.
Dedicated melee amp.
Yeah. Oh, yes, the dedicated melee spot now. So you can have a pistol and a knife, which is amazing, as you just feel a little more swaggy when you're running on a map with a knife in your hand. So something a lot of our players will very much enjoy, and I know the competitive players as well. Lunchtime,
big into rank play this year. Only a couple weeks ago, we'll begin this.
What's the news coming here at Call of Duty Next? Folks, plenty to go. And if you love ring lights, we got them as well. Look at that view. It is all happening here. 215 creators sweating it out here in a hot day in DC.
And now I was thinking about this. They each have a gaming PC, right?
Yes.
And then they have
And they
a
have a
streaming PC.
Yeah.
So we're at over 500 PCs in this museum.
I don't know about you guys. I'm not sweating. You might be, but it feels great in here considering all of the power going on in this room. I mean, you're talking about ring lights galore, cameras galore, PCs, monitors. Everybody's on a dual monitor, dual PC setup. I've yet to see how loud it gets in here, though. I'm ready to see some people on their feet.
We've seen some trash talk. It's getting spicy.
Oh, it has to get spicy, folks. It's a Call of Duty game. You know what to expect.
I was watching Jay Smooth going up against Tim the Tap Man, Swag, Legion was on the squad. 3 of his teammates just straight up quit out. It was 18 to 186. I was like, they're trying to find an easier lobby. I understand it.
Holy streak. Okay.
Full streaks. Oh, before we've got a break coming. I wonder if we can see this Hellstorm.
You want to use it?
She's got to call him in, right? Is she around us?
I'm telling you, it is a
Where's she at?
beaut.
You Salties, it's time.
You can't loop them in this game. Just call them in.
Hit the buttons.
She's just slammed.
Somebody's got to tell her.
That's the
Somebody's got to tell her.
5. Part of the room. She said, "I'll go and hit the key. I'm not against it."
All right.
Off the respawn is when you would
Here we go. Come on.
Hit that D-pad. Oh, she's mouse and key.
Bad news bears, fam. I don't think she's going to find it.
call
We
them in.
just got a word from the admin. She's been ignoring it since minute 3. She's just this good on the map.
He's frying though. There is she's cooking.
And she's moving around the map like so fluid. Oh, there
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let's go, Smixy.
Look at how clean that looks. Map looks beautiful.
Wait, Smixy didn't call the clusters in.
The clusters are
Oh,
big
so the
damage.
clusters auto home on 4
get it down.
targets around the place. Okay, folks, we're going to compose ourselves. We're going to take a moment. The gameplay's still rocking and rolling, though, here in DC. We'll be right back with a whole lot more Black Ops 6.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming and Body chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, everyone, to the desk. Joining us now, we've got more from the Treyarch team, more amazing humans to talk about Black Ops 6. We got Pablo Ortiz, Matt Schrontz, and Lawrence Metten to dive into everything. Yet again, I use dive again.
Dive. Let's
you know
do
what?
it.
It fits with Omni.
Whatever you want to do.
I was seeing a lot of people do diving over there. That was wild. Because the amount of craziness that we were seeing from our players was absolutely incredible. This game is, I'm stoked.
Thanks to Nameless and Alley and Talkgate, we've already got a meta conversation going, so we have no one better to talk about that than Pablo. We know the players can't wait to get their hands on the Black Ops 6 weapons in the beta. We've been seeing them in action. I've heard a little love for the Tonto, the XM4, the Jackal. We're going to get into that a little bit, but what was your general approach to designing the weapons for this game?
Yeah, on a high level, we really wanted the gunplay to be super tight, really fluid with all the movement that we have going on as well. But still hitting that high fidelity, like best looking weapons that we've ever done.
Yeah, you heard it here first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ain't that the truth, though, man? They look
Well, we
fantastic.
did see some of the inspect animations too, and they are fire.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're looking and feeling great, and yeah, a lot of variety too. That was a big goal for us, making sure that every weapon has its own distinct identity. You know, audio, visuals, the mechanics, all of that. So you're gonna see a lot of classics returning, like the XM4, better than
ever
before. But it's Black Ops, so operators are getting their hands on a lot of experimental prototype weapons as well, and those start getting a little more out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, speaking of prototypes, we have some weapons coming at launch in Black Ops 6 that are completely new to Call of Duty, all new to the franchise, never been in a game before. That's so awesome.
Yeah, it's really awesome, and really just comes back to the weapons team having a blast exploring and capturing that 90s essence, which is pretty untapped for the franchise.
Yeah, we've never been to the 90s before. God.
Guys, we're very well versed in the 90s.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, personal experience.
Date us now.
Hey, I'm on this conversation too, okay?
So at launch, 12 of our weapons players will be seeing for the very first time ever in Call of Duty, which is awesome. And you're gonna get to play with a bunch of those in the beta as well.
Are they? So we will be able to mess around with those in the beta.
Yes, I know people. I've seen a lot of Jackal PDWs.
Okay,
the Vault Edition floating around out there in the stream, and that weapon's amazing if you love playing aggressively, rushing objectives.
Again,
if you're a little impatient like me, there you go.
So I want to see it in action later today too, not just an MP, but very exciting.
No, absolutely awesome. But I mean, there's even more to talk about too, right? Because you guys are also approaching things differently with attachments as well. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, this is really excited about where we landed with attachments this time around. Kind of two core pillars, right? The first was attachments should always feel really good to equip, make your weapon better, right? And the second pillar was giving players confidence and clarity so that they, feel like they can experiment in Gunsmith and make their own builds without having to go online and look something up.
Yeah, you're kind of you want to empower people to have the confidence to build their own loadout, use those attachments, know what they're doing. I think that it's awesome, and we're going to hopefully see a lot of customization here at Call of Duty Next today.
Yeah, now what else should we know about attachments here? Like, because I feel like there's more than meets the eye with all this stuff.
Yeah, so, I mean, players are going to notice that there's way fewer cons across the board, and attachments are more focused on providing one or two big chunky improvements.
Got it.
And there's also, that's mostly consistent in terms of where those improvements will be on all your weapons, so that you quickly are getting into these situations where you're like, okay, I want to make my weapon ADS faster. I know I go to the rear grip, I put on the quick draw. It's that simple.
Love that. Yeah.
And we're going to get deep into weapon progression with Lawrence here in a little bit, but talk to us about what things are shared in terms of unlocks in the attachment system.
Yeah, so for most of the attachments, you're going to go through your normal weapon leveling journey and unlock everything for just that weapon. But then optics are going to be shared within a class.
Oh, nice. That's huge.
Yeah, so if you're playing with your XM4, you might unlock like a red dot or something like that. And you're going to immediately be able to put that on your AK, no matter what level that AK is, right? It could be...
Oh, that is big.
May have never touched it before. It might be rank 1, and you can already put a red dot on there.
Yeah, it gives you that advantage to be able to get in there early with the weapon.
I can tell who here is not an iron sight stand.
Not it.
That's me.
No, I love iron sights. I love iron sights, but having that ability to be able to go across is absolutely fantastic.
Give me some good, clean glass. That's all I need.
Yeah, well, now we got it. No matter what, as long as it's unlocked in that class. But Matt, actually, time to kill is something that players are always curious about with a new title, TTK, Time to Kill. How did you guys approach that for Black Ops 6?
It is a critically important part of the game. So I'll go through some quick hits, right? We're slightly lower TTK. You're going to die a little bit faster than something like Cold War. We're at 100 health. We've tested a ton of different health values and around with the weapon damage, but we feel like where we're at right now, it sits really well in the world of Black Ops 6 with Omni movement, our attachment philosophy. But of course, we're definitely looking for data and feedback in the beta, so please give it to us in appropriate ways, and we will listen and assess and adjust.
Follow at Treyarch for more on that.
Yes.
We'll be looking for it throughout the beta.
I'm definitely very interested in how Omni Movement and that lower TTK are going to play with one another. We're even seeing it here come to life too, and it's been really fascinating. And I think it's only going to just continue to add a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know, and make you be a bit more strategic.
Yeah, I mean, it was really important to be able to react.
Yes.
Right? So we don't want the health so low that you just immediately die.
Yeah.
But we don't want it so high to where you get frustrated, right? So we feel like we're in a really good spot to where you get a little bit of a dance, but, we'll see.
Yeah. No.
Designed with Omni Movement in mind.
Exactly. Exactly.
Now, Lawrence, my fellow camo enthusiasts out there, there are many of us. I hear you have some really exciting things for us in terms of challenges this game.
Yeah, so there's a lot you're going to be able to do with weapons. First off, we're bringing reticle challenges and reticle customization back.
Nice.
That's back to Call of Duty this year. We have an update to the camo system, and as part of that, we have some really dope mastery camos.
We're seeing them right now.
Our Treyarch weapons team has really gone all out, and we are confident we're delivering the best mastery camos we've ever seen in the franchise. Take a look at Dark Matter here, back and better than ever. And when you shoot this thing, it actually has some dynamic elements that add and swirl and move. Really dope mastery camos in the game this year. We'll have more to show later in the broadcast with the other modes. But
okay, yeah. If that's just only a taste and a
little
moose
taste. You got master camos for every mode.
I'm gonna call out. Lawrence said it. The team killed it on
They
the
really
mastery
did.
camos. I see the conversation come up of which was the best gold camo. I see Black Ops 1 come up a lot. I don't necessarily disagree. I think we've topped it. I think we've topped it.
Bold move. Bold move.
Let us know.
Hey, there are a lot of cool stuff here, without a doubt. Here, and these things are looking absolutely incredible. But also, something is looking equally as incredible: our Vault Edition weapons, which I am very, very excited for. I mean, look at these things; they look so cool.
And everybody's running these on the streams today. Like we've seen these in action.
They are gorgeous. Of course, if you pre-order the Vault Edition and you can unlock bonus content, including the Hunters versus Hunted Operator Pack, the Mastercraft Weapon Collection, the Gobble Gum Pack, and Season 1 Black Cell. Plus, if you pre-order the Vault Edition, you will get the chance to use these operators and these weapons. And look at these. I mean, this is absolute
Insane.
shenanigans. You're going to get to use them in the beta. So, that's freaking awesome. I'm really stoked for that one.
I like Spooky Fish Knife.
Yeah,
He's trying to hurt you.
That's trying to hurt you.
Yeah, it clearly is Spooky Fish Knife.
I forgot what his actual name is, but that's the one that calls out to me.
That's the name. Actually, they're
Perfect.
going to change it in the game. Yeah, it's awesome. Now, of course, there is one thing in particular that I have been excited to ask today, and this is the return of Classic Prestige. We saw the announcement. People were popping off about it. Lawrence, what can you tell us about, Classic Prestige? Just give us an overview. What we should be expecting, because I hear Classic, I think Classic.
Yeah, and I mean, that's what we're delivering in Black Ops 6 and then some. So we're super excited to be bringing Classic Prestige back to the franchise. If you're unfamiliar with Classic Prestige, you're going to start leveling up 1 to 55, unlocking content for use in your loadouts. If you hit max level, you're going to have the choice to Prestige, relock all that 1 to 55 content.
Yeah.
Do it again, having gained a
And
little
you still get the perma unlock as well, like it was back in the day?
That is back. So every Prestige, you're going to have a permanent unlock. If maybe you lost access to your favorite weapon or your favorite perk, use that permanent unlock, get it back right away. We have 10 Prestiges in Black Ops 6. Make it through those. You'll graduate into Prestige Master with 1,000 levels to climb through.
Let's take a quick look at our sneak peek Prestige 1 icon.
So I remember having a conversation with Lawrence in our office. I think maybe we shared an office at the time, talking about bringing this back. And it's like, hey, if we're going to make the best Black Ops game ever, then you kind of got to do it. And we said it's got to be a no-brainer to want to enter Prestige. And the team, Lawrence, hats off, like, absolute no-brainer, and I'm going to try to max Prestige. I'm going to try to get Dark Matter. I'm going to try to do all the things.
Yeah, I love that you've said, too, it's not so punishing, that you've made it super rewarding, and, of course I'm going to want to relock everything. I'm not risking it all, so to speak.
Yeah.
So on top of that,
it's
pretty great rewards.
Yeah, actually, that's the other thing too, right? Because, one of the things that we always enjoy about the track and putting in that time in and locking things and getting stuff. So what are going to be some of the Prestige rewards and just in general that we should be expecting with this?
So we didn't want to just bring back Classic Prestige. We wanted to go bigger than ever. We wanted to build the most rewarding version of Classic Prestige we've ever seen. We have a ton of high-value skins, blueprints, charms, and more, all created just for the Prestige system.
Okay.
And I mean, we showed the Prestige 1 icon a minute ago.
Amazing.
If that looked like the World at War zombie team.
Yeah, I was going to ask. It's got it looks really familiar.
Hint, hint.
It's because it is. And so one thing we're doing in Black Ops 6 is each Prestige is actually themed after a game in Black Ops history. So not only are we bringing back a fan favorite classic system, it's oozing with nostalgia. It's going to take you on a trip through the past Black Ops games. We're super excited.
I cannot wait to
And
see what the
Lawrence-
Black Ops 1 is. Oh, I'm so excited.
I mean, I think people are going to love these so much.
Yeah.
But Lawrence, what happens to your weapons when you're rewalking? Just because this is a new system, we want to take people through what they should expect in terms of what happens to our stuff.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be Classic Prestige if it wasn't a little dangerous. You're going to relock that 1 to 55 content. But you're not going to lose weapon progression. You're not going to lose your global weapon builds.
Yep.
You're not going to lose challenge progress. When you re-unlock a weapon, you'll have all the builds you created for that weapon available as soon as you get access again. And it was important to us, to Matt's point earlier, we want players to prestige, but we also want it to pay homage and reflect the classic system.
Yeah.
And so that relock is an important part. You also mentioned the permanent unlock, Alex, so that'll help you mitigate the relock if you really
I'm
lose.
excited.
It's
I'm
so
excited.
scary.
Yeah, and so only just a smidgen.
Yeah, it's a calculated risk, and I like that in my Call of Duty. But it really wouldn't be a Black Ops game without a couple of other things that I think you are going to surprise us with.
Yeah, so we got a lot to unlock in the game. Calling card challenges with a deep set of those. We have a 100% completion cards in the game at launch. So if you complete the set in multiplayer, zombies, or Warzone, you're going to be rewarded for doing so. Each Prestige has its own set of calls.
Those are so sick.
The zombies one looks so cool.
We got Dark Ops challenges. You need Dark Ops challenges in a Black Ops game. So if you're unfamiliar with those are as tough as they get. Hidden criteria challenges that we're excited to see which ones the community find and which ones they maybe take a while to discover. We will not be giving hints.
Nope. Okay. Redacted. Smart.
Yeah, a lot to unlock and excited to see what resonates with players.
So we were hearing Miles talk about a little bit while they were casting some gameplay, but it seems like medals are back, and I'm excited for them. So it seems like there are a ton for us to be able to earn as well. Is that right?
Yeah, we have over 150 medals in multiplayer. Lots of returning fan favorites.
A lot of nuts.
And a lot of new ones too that we're excited for players to discover.
You can see them popping up on screen.
Yeah, we've been seeing, we got some turned on action earlier.
Love it turned on.
Yeah, that's Pablo's favorite.
Get tagged in the back and just have the perfect flick.
My personal favorite is Doink, because it's fun to say and see Doink. But yeah,
I like how you say, I like Doink.
I do. I mean, I popped up and they were telling me some of the ones that were coming out. I was like,
kill an enemy with an impact from a tactical grenade.
That was Stephanie's.
It's a little different than
It
stuff.
was Stephanie's favorite before she knew what it was.
She just heard Doink. She was like, I'm in.
We love equipment here, okay?
My personal faves are, we have a 1v1, 1v2, 1v3, and 1v everyone medals.
Nice.
I get those all the time.
And Search and Destroy, right?
Yeah.
S&D, going to this, all the time, picking up those 1v3 medals. This guy's unbelievable. All right, folks. Well, before we wrap up things here at the desk, though, Stephanie, I think there is one more thing that our friends at Treyarch wanted to talk about, because I see it here on the little graphic that we got.
You are so right, Alex. And one more thing. I'm coming to you, Lawrence. So Treyarch has obviously worked on every ranked mode the last few years. We simply need to know when ranked multiplayer is coming to Black Ops 6. What do you got for us?
Yeah, so, I mean, we love competitive COD. Ranked play is in the DNA at Treyarch. And in a lot of ways, we've been building towards Black Ops 6 as the definitive ranked play experience. And we're delivering it earlier than it's ever launched in a Call of Duty game, early in Season 1.
Season 1.
All right.
Ranked MP coming
My
to
friends are
Black
watching.
Ops
They're
6.
massive sweats. They're very happy about that. You know?
A lot of people, a lot of cheering in the room. I think when we talked about this to some of the creators in the building, but
Thank you so much, Treyarch team, Pablo, Matt, Lawrence.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
been
you.
awesome to have you here today. Thank you for sharing everything that's
Black
coming
Ops
to the
is
game.
back. Yeah, and it seems like most importantly, you guys are excited about it, which I think you guys are excited about it.
It's been
It
a long
just
time coming.
Yeah, it just radiates to all of us. That joy is so awesome, and I think I speak for everyone in here. This game's freaking awesome.
The vibes are high.
The vibes are high. It's great. It's Black Ops at its absolute finest. But that, of course, covers our news on Black Ops 6 multiplayer. But don't go anywhere, because we have plenty more live gameplay that's going to be coming your way, courtesy of our excellent commentators. We got Miles, Puck, and the rest of the crew standing by. Take it away, fellas.
Thank you, Stephanie. Going by. Wow, a lot of great updates there from the Treyarch developers. Rank play.
Oh my goodness. Race to prestige, anybody? I will race you
Okay, yes.
Just
We're
all
taking this.
the most incredible day of news, folks. I mean, I can hardly contain myself. But while you were at the desk, our creators have switched over to our next multiplayer section, which is a look at some of the new strike maps that are coming to Black Ops 6 multiplayer. So we're going into face-off, folks.
Fast and furious is how I describe this game mode. And I was talking with Aiden. He's saying, I think I found the God gun. I think Hazardous might have as well.
The Tanto 22. It's got like a similar feel. Do you remember the Milano? That like
And it reminds me of the ADS of the MSMC.
Oh,
one of the all-time favorites.
Before your time, Allie, but it was glorious.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just a little 10 years younger than the rest of you. But Hazardous isn't. And he was at that high ground for a hot minute there. Will finally get shut down. But Shotzi is still rocking this sniper rifle. I mean, players cannot get this guy down.
He's going for the 360.
He said he was going for a clip. You know, I walked over to go watch him, see what he was up to, and he said he was going for a clip, and he won't rest today until he gets a good one. I'm excited to see if he can pull off. He does an assassination.
What's he on the receiving end?
We've seen a few in the trailer. The one that Klaus pulls off with the axe, like the flying. I mean, this is some visceral execution action.
Part robot, part zombie human.
All Black Ops 6.
Incredible stuff. Don't look at us like that, Alley Cat. All
I'm
right,
not looking at you anyway.
Shotzi's put away the sniper rifle for a moment, and this is what I've been waiting for. Can he fry?
He got executed. He wasn't taking any more of that. He said, screw the clip. I need to go for some kills. But he's still getting taken down. Aerith is actually one of our COD mobile creators. And seeing her pop off here in this situation versus one of our professionals pop off
I will
clean.
say, Shotzi's in the blender right now.
Yeah, he kind of is.
Confirmed.
I don't see any movement.
Absolutely fried, okay? So that's a good sign for all you guys out there. Wondering if you could pick up Omni movement fast.
That's what he needed.
You can.
He heard him.
So he looked destroyed. He got the best.
He's on his feet. That might be a different lobby, but yeah.
Clearly doesn't play the objective. Shout out to the 520 compared to your teammates' 1,400.
46 elims.
5, bro.
And was that 5 deaths? 46 and 5? Oh,
Get a confirm over here.
Spare dog tag?
ridiculous.
And this was called the Scourge, and this thing is absolutely insane. It looks so good, and it has a high
That
mag. so you
ADS
can
is
just slay.
crazy.
Yeah, this is a Jackal blueprint, one of the variants. Again, you'll be able to use this in the beta. It just looks absolutely insane. And we saw that matching knife again. All the animations, everything looks
The
so cool.
spooky fish knife.
The spooky fish knife.
I'm calling it that for the rest of the year.
I'm making an emote right now for it.
What are you guys taking with you after your first Prestige?
Oh, it's a great question. All my attachments, but which one?
I don't know if it works on that.
I'm taking the
Just like
Jackal.
that.
The Jack?
I'm taking the Jackal with me.
I'm taking the spooky fish knife.
Ames.
I'm gonna just keep my Marine.
I'm taking the Ames with me. That thing. We're watching Kenny use it a moment ago. Very, very impressive.
He was loving it.
Hey, okay, physic.
And now I'm looking out for the medals. You see the double kill pops up. I think it's just so much satisfaction as you're playing and popping 2 pieces and 3 pieces. It looks so sick.
We heard Lawrence talk about there's a 1v1, there's a 1v2, 1v3, 1v everyone medal. I mean, that's going to be so fun to keep count of. I mean, not just, for like players having a good game or even in tournaments. All sorts of exciting plays here. Can't wait.
I can't wait to see what's going on here with FIFA Kill. Now, FIFA, one of the greatest Warzone players of all time. He's
100%.
always streaming. On the other side of this, though, you have Aiden. You have Sage. Good news is he's got Jay Smooth on his team here, Alley Cat, but I feel like this might be a stacked lobby.
Yeah, I don't know if that's good news because Aiden has got a 3-piece on the enemy side of things. I mean, this is a kill feed lighting up not in their favor, but can we just talk about, I think everybody's got tactical sprint on, and I'm going to start yelling at people.
And what I love about this is they're on a strike graph, so it's so close. So every time you spawn, you're just going to be getting into engagements and having to use that Omni movement to get away. As we see a dive comes out of nowhere, it's going to be better timing. Those are some of the things you're going to be able to
want to do. You get shot, you just got to get out of dodge.
So unlike Cold War, the strike map in this game, it's not necessarily a piece of a large amount that's been trimmed down. It's an entirely new play space, but it's still using a similar art design or a similar palette from an existing multiplayer map, or at least I've been told.
And this one's Gala, so you can see small themed area. It just looks awesome. And up top, this is the position it looks like you're going to want to hold. This FIFA kill is absolutely slaying.
And y'all can't see it, but his hair is bright pink. It's kind of getting blinded in this shot, but he's right in front of us, and I'm seeing the sun shining down on him in these shots as he's going to find two. Has the high ground, will find a third as well. Now, I didn't see much of his AR player, but his movement is looking cracked.
Marley 13. Having a very good time here at Cardinals. Now, an entirely different experience there, though, Chris. I mean, not necessarily being pinned down in spawn and absolutely beaten alive, but all right, Lola, massive shots.
I walked behind her earlier, and she dropped the quad feed. She's like, how about that one, Chad? Everyone is just feeling this game bright and early, and she is not afraid to take on anyone in the lobby.
So Chris walks behind people that quad feeds. I walk behind Tim the Tapman, and he rage quits his first lobby after missing a kill. Honestly, I'm just going to stay on the stage.
Yeah, come with me. I bring the PMA.
And as we jump to Lola, she has the XF4 out with the red dot on. You heard them talking about it, being able to change her reticle and customize it. That is something we had way back in Black Ops 1. It was one of the best feelings ever. So many features from previous Black Ops games were fine, re-added with that nostalgic feel, but also new. It's been so awesome to see.
Another thing as well, every single time you get a brand new weapon, the optic slot is open and ready. You don't have to level it up. You can put anything you've already unlocked in that prestige. So let's say you've got a big old sight, a ×4, whatever it may be, a nice red dot. It could go on the brand new weapon immediately.
All right, quick question for you guys. They mentioned that there's going to be different themes for the prestiges. We heard about World at War. Will we see a Black Ops 2 one? And is there a chance that I can unlock the FAL and the Cap 40s once again?
Imagine some of the best weapons ever, but we got a bunch of new weapons in this game as well. I'm excited to just get my hands on it and try it out.
Can we see this from Salties?
Some first timers. Some first timers here in the Call of Duty world.
Turned on. That's the one I was looking for. When I play against Chris, I'll be getting a couple.
Impossible. I have eyes on my back. And now I can dive backwards.
Did you see that slide?
I have been looking at stuff in the DC. It's beautiful here.
Great stuff coming through as our creators are finishing their first round of Strike. Everyone seems to be enjoying the fun. Alika, what'd you see in that one?
I just saw some incredible movement, and honestly, when I was listening to you guys talk about, getting your medals and all the weapons that are new, also just quality of life updates that all of your classes will move around, whether it's Warzone, whether it's MP, whether it's a private match, rank play. You don't have to keep going in and remaking your classes, and I think that is just so important. It's an attention to the small details that Treyarch does really, really well.
And if you guys have been watching all the screens, the finer details, the different HUDs that we've seen, I'm liking, people changing it up and making it easier on themselves. We were talking about yesterday, if you're right-eye dominant, we were moving our mini-map up to the top right. And we're like, this is how it should be.
It feels right. I mean, that's a very, very easy change. It's just called inverted. There's a lot of presets. We saw two that were locked for now, and there's a streamer, and there's, I think, one that you can fully customize. Could be wrong there, but we're getting into the weeds. Lots of different options for those HUD presets. We're getting a little teaser of some of them here. Again, it's just a new dawn, baby. It's a new day, and it's a long, fantastic year of Black Ops 6 ahead of us.
Now, Miles, you're a full-time employee, and I'm a contractor, so I can ask this question. Can we talk about theater mode yet? Do I have to wait until later in the show?
I think we can. I'm not seeing any heads.
Nobody's coming to arrest us right now.
There's no red dot on my chest, is there?
We're safe-ish because
you're going to see the best montage.
Can you imagine the clips that are going to come out of this game?
When I'm hitting them jumps and flips and dives, it's going to be a fantastic time, and you get to watch it in all sorts of angles, folks. While we're going to leave our creators for a moment, folks, we do have a bit of an update from Lottie, who's roaming the halls of Call of Duty next with some special guests.
I certainly am indeed. Some very tall special guests. I am joined right now by Keyshawn, Tristan, and Bub from the Washington Wizards. You guys may recognize them. Right, if I can reach here. But Keyshawn, first of all, Call of Duty Next. This setting, I think, is insane. What do you make of this setup with all our creators?
I didn't know what to expect walking in here, and just walking in here, seeing the environment, the vibe, and just how good it looks. It's amazing to me.
It's pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. It's very vibey for sure. Tristan, have you managed to get your hands on the game yet? Have you played?
Yeah, I played. It's a great game. It's like a new maps, a new setup, and it's very nice, a little different, a little change, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. I'll see. How much I'll get on the game.
All right, we'll see how much you're grinding for sure.
I'll grind for sure.
What type of player are you, Bub? Are you multiplayer, zombies? What do you dabble in? Multiplayer?
100%. Don't touch Warzone. I play zombies sometimes. I'm not really good at the game, so I just play Warzone so you can keep coming back to life.
Damn, I was really hoping you'd start being like, I'm going to smoke kids. I'm talking a big game, but that's fair. You got time to grind. Absolutely not. And obviously, we're seeing some of the incredible creators try this out. Are you guys fans of anyone's streams at all?
We've seen a couple of AMP members in here, so it's pretty cool.
Amazing. I love to hear that. And lastly, Tristan, how are you guys feeling about maybe squadding up together at some point when the game releases?
Us three? Oh, we should play for sure. We should start streaming, I think. This has given a good jump start for us. Maybe we get into streaming, so that'll be nice.
Hey, you heard it here first. A Wizards team might be actually emerging out of Call of Duty next. Gents, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of the day. Castus, it's back to you.
Thank you so much, Wadi. We've got some of the biggest names in Washington all here to check out Black Ops 6. I wanted to ask you, though, while we're watching more gameplay, who is the greatest celebrity or athlete that you've played with or against or just watched in Call of Duty?
Oh, man, you're talking about skill at Call of Duty, huh? I would say I played with these amount of athletes. Marcus Valdez-Scantling was unbelievable at
MVS?
Warzone. MVS is one of the best Warzone players that I've played with. I think he's great. And then Max Holloway, a fighter, unbelievable player as well.
He was really good. I won a gunfight tournament with Michael B. Jordan, with the greatest teammate. And I went into that. I'm not gonna lie. I went into that fully thinking I was going to have to carry him. He wasn't going to know anything. He came in hot as hell, knew everything, had his own call outs. He asked me a couple of questions, and I was like, "We're absolutely going to smoke this. There's no way we lose." And we did.
Did he have an 8-pack or a 10-pack in person?
He was wearing his own clothes.
Why were you looking?
He starred in Creed. He's a pretty good athlete.
Everybody loves Call of Duty.
Tim loves Call of Duty.
Tim loves Call of Duty, except when he rage quits.
He did rage quit.
He's not going to do it now. We talked to him about it.
Here we go.
No, he did it like 10 minutes ago.
Zogoro. Oh, wow. He hit that player. What?
Oh, yeah.
Diving.
It looked good to me.
Go forward, then backwards. And those are some of the gunfights you're going to have to get used to in this game.
I mean, the quads on that man to hit them dives.
Hit them squats.
Look at this. This is so hard to stay alive. That was a phase player taking him down there. I'm not sure exactly who that was, but on a shifty, another Warzone warrior.
But also one of the most individually talented, just Call of Duty players we've seen come into the scene from a content creator side. And now competitor in Warzone. He's been unreal. So I'm excited to see what he can display here.
His aims is not missing, Ali.
Off of Omni Movement, it looks like a lot, like it looks very daunting, but I promise you, once you are loading into the game, once you are playing, it comes so naturally. It feels like it's going to be a big change. It really isn't. It's super fun. It's super natural, and you can already see it. Like, people aren't struggling. They're having fun. They're testing out kind of their limits and their abilities with the Omni Movement. It is so, so good.
At this point in time, I think our creators have had maybe like 2 or 3 hours of total gameplay time. So, I mean, they've picked it up real fast. It's going to feel difficult for them to go back to, a different Call of Duty, go back to NW3 or go back to previous games. We always love to do throwback tournaments and throwback gameplay in the sort of mid-off season. It's going to be hard after Omni Movement.
Oh, 100%. I mean, it's going to change the way that you approach basically every scenario. I mean, when you're hitting a corner and you're walking into a building, like I said, we were talking about it, it just feels natural. Like, it's new, it's awesome, but it feels natural, almost how it should be. And obviously, they've catered the maps towards the movement as well, so everything is smooth when you're running around.
Some games that you'll play in the FPS genre, it feels like you're ice skating around the map. Absolutely not. Now, what's happening here, Miles?
Oh, this is, we're taking a hostage, and we're holding on to this player as a meat shield.
Wow. Wait, that hipfire was insanely accurate.
So again, this is a new feature in the game. You're able to take these players hostage from behind. It's sort of an alternate to an execution. This is going to go huge in Search and Destroy, in Warzone. You can take a hold of players. They will take the bullets for you. You have a limited amount of time, and if you get rescued, you can be rescued by your teammates. So, and I'm screaming like, it's got me. I'm being taken.
I got you,
I'm being taken. Wheeler's coming out of nowhere.
Climbing the sniper.
Saving me.
A meat shield?
It's a meat shield. I'm calling them a meat shield. That's not the, I don't think that's the official name.
It's a personal bodyguard.
I feel like I just got told that was the official name.
I don't know that you're a personal bodyguard.
That's just what came to my head there.
Yes, your will, bodyguard.
Hey, guess what? You got a job now for the next 12 seconds. That's right. You'll be guarding me, sir. Marley 13, though, thank you so much for that. And oh, yes.
Yep.
Legion.
Why, dude, this ADS on this is crazy.
Oh, he power punched it too.
Oh, yeah. Legion, do it. Find somebody and blow him up.
Wait.
Let's do it. Come on.
Yeah, baby!
Oh, no, he's not taken.
Leave him alone!
Oh no!
Leave him alone!
Well, Legion turns into someone's personal meat shield as the game comes to a close. And a draw. We don't see many of those either.
Yeah.
And I love that they're just using this left and right. This is so sick. He's screaming for help. Please, somebody save me. It doesn't last forever. You will be taken care of there. And Zogoro, look, man, it happens to the best of us.
So you just have to be aware. You can't get taken as the meat shield.
It's
That
going to
is
be
just
all
not-
snipers, right?
not
All
ideal.
the snipers who have been camping, you finally climb up next to them. They don't get to use tack insertion. Nah, they coming with me.
And you know what? You have that prox chat out. I'm talking to you the whole time.
Oh, the whole time. Whispering.
In your ear, literally in your ear.
Okay?
Hey, buddy, what you doing up here?
Do you mind if I just borrow your body for a second?
Just for a minute.
Just take some bullets for me.
All right, Zog, what do you got for me? I'm ready for some Blaine train.
Not much. Not much.
It's coming though. You know, it
sure?
takes a moment to
There we
get
go.
used to the aim down sight speed. He's getting collats here. What more do you want from him?
Honestly, I think that was an opposite jinx. I think I just helped him there.
It's all happening here, folks. Collaterals, body shield
Attack is
plays.
locked.
It's happening here. Here at Call
He's
of
locked.
Duty next. Unbelievable day so far.
Question on Attach. So he won his first world championship when we went to New Movement back in Advanced Warfare.
That is true.
How do you feel he's going to adapt as now one of the old guard in the CDL coming into Omni Movement?
I think he's going to love it. I mean, Attach is a guy who can run any weapon, so we'll definitely be checking him out later today throughout the show.
We'll be checking out a whole lot later on today in the show, but now we're going to take a little bit of a moment to look back. Let's take a look back at some of the best reactions during multiplayer today, brought to you by our friends at TCL. And that does it for Black Ops 6 multiplayer. We're heading out to a very quick break, but when we come back, we'll be back over at the desk with more of our Treyarch developers for an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. That's it all, folks. Stay tuned throughout the show for live Warzone gameplay on the new Resurgence map and updates on Call of Duty Mobile and Warzone Mobile 2. Ooh.
Don't go anywhere.
Wow.
Experience the world of Call of Duty with Corsair, the official gaming hardware and peripheral partner of Call of Duty. Introducing the Call of Duty Black Ops 6 collaboration from Movement. Get early access with email sign up at movement.com/COD. Call of Duty Next is powered by Xfinity. Stay ahead of the game with ultra-fast speeds and a smooth, low-lag connection. Operators get ready to unleash a force of nature with Polaris Razor Pro R, dropping into Call of Duty Warzone in Season 1. Change your game. Scuff Gaming, the official controller partner of Call of Duty. Take your Call of Duty gameplay to the next level with Nanoleaf's modular RGB smart lights. Step into the game and sync your lights with the action on screen for the highest level of gaming immersion. Origin. Customize your PC. Official gaming PC and gaming laptop of Call of Duty.
Welcome back, folks. I found myself up on another overlook perch here at Call of Duty Next to let you guys know that the 5th annual Call of Duty Endowment Bowl presented by USAA will be coming to you live directly following Call of Duty Next. Code Bowl 5 will feature 10 esports teams from the military branches from the US, UK, and Canada to compete alongside the most competitive players in Call of Duty Warzone, including Aiden, Benny Central, Natasha, Olims, Joe Woe, Stode, Symphony, Teep, Westy, Zlena, country music star Kane Brown, and more. Tune in to see who will dominate Urzikstan, be crowned the second Monster MVP, and for the first time ever, claim victory in the Code Bowl 5 Solo YOLO. You won't want to miss the chance to celebrate 5 years of Code Bowl, 15 years of endowment impact for veterans, and learn more about the upcoming endowment pack in Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Stay tuned after next to see who will take home the coveted Code Bowl 5 trophy, live from Washington, D.C. Now, I'll tell you what, folks, the energy in this building is unbelievable, and we've only just really begun. If you are just tuning in live, welcome to Washington, D.C. Welcome to Call of Duty Next. We've had so much incredible news so far, but it's not over yet because we're going to head on down now to the developers at Treyarch to give you guys an exclusive look at Black Ops 6 Zombies. So, GB, you know what to do. It's over to you.
Thank you so much for that, Lonnie. And yes, the Cold Bowl is incredible. Make sure you guys stick around for that. A great time. And those players are going to throw down in the server. You best believe that. But here we go, folks. We're at the desk. It is now time to talk about everyone's favorite undead thingamajigam. It's zombies, baby. And you guys may have seen this online. Ground-based zombies is back. And honestly, I'm stoked. It could be better than ever. I think it is going to be better than ever.
There's only one way to find out.
Yeah, that's right. So now we will have 2 maps at launch, and one of which we're going to be debuting here live at Call of Duty Next. So, folks, welcome to Liberty Falls.
There's a place just round the bend, a place by the name of Liberty Falls. 1991's fastest growing town in America, and it's plain to see why. It's a place of simple tastes. Neighbors help one another. Where church ain't just for Sundays. So if you're passing this way, be sure to stop on by.
Pre-order digitally and instantly unlock the Reflect 115 camo pack in Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty Warzone.
Let's kick things off with a good old-fashioned hell yes. Round-based Zombies is back. We are welcoming to the desk the Treyarch Zombies team. We've got Kevin Drew, Steve Bianchi, and Anthony Saunders. Guys, that Liberty Falls trailer, as Alex said, it's going to leave a mark.
It's intense. It's incredible, right? Yeah.
Small town.
It was peaceful. It's a little more dangerous now.
Yeah, it looked like it would have been a good time out with the family. Now, not so much.
You know, we've been riding the Zombies hype train since reveal, and, you know, I feel like I just hit a new level there. But there are 2 awesome ground-based Zombies maps that launched with Liberty Falls and, of course, Terminus Island, which we've been talking about over the last few weeks. What does it feel like to just have both of these out in the world now?
Oh, it's so awesome to have basically Zombies Month, where we've gotten just so
it really
much
has been,
time to show off all the hard work the team's been doing for the last 4 years and showcasing both maps. Very different. We'll get into that, but it's been great.
Yeah, lots of hard work over the years from the Zombies team. And Steve, Liberty Falls kind of feels like a new setting for Zombies. Like you said, the small town, it's bright. It feels like a little bit of a different place. What's this map all about?
Yeah, it's this really idyllic small town. You know, it's in West Virginia, but now it's like the site of a zombie incursion zone. So watch out. It's just destroyed immediately, right? It's crazy. But there's so many details when you look around the map and all these little shops and things like that. It's such a
built-out world is great, and there's actually all these little stories about the people who used to live there, and some little side quests that maybe you'll find.
You guys,
related to
side
them.
quests, never.
So
What?
yeah, you gotta wait till it comes out. But,
yeah.
And of course, Black Ops 6 is set in 1991. So first look at this map on Liberty Falls. It really seems like we're embracing that early 90s era, where of course we see it all over Black Ops 6, but this has got that nice nostalgia.
Oh yeah. So I mean, Terminus is a little hard to get that '90s vibe when you're in a remote Pacific prison.
Yeah. I've been to a few prisons in the '90s. So
Liberty Falls is really like where we got to just embrace everything from nostalgia and 90s. I think everyone here was a child when they were in the 90s.
Yes.
And so just to bring all these little elements, so for me, it's like the comic shop, bowling alley, video store.
You remember brick and mortar stores, right?
Some fun.
I used to actually work in a video store in the late 90s, with VHS tapes and all that. So make sure
when they
always
existed.
rewind, right?
Yeah, be kind
Yep,
and
exactly.
rewind.
Yep.
So you mentioned Terminus, and we know that Terminus is set concurrently, right, with Liberty Falls, because you see the dates and the trailers.
Yes.
So you got people were putting 2 and 2 together on that. What are going to be some of the biggest differences, though, between the Terminus experience versus the Liberty Falls experience?
Yeah. So Terminus, or rather Liberty Falls, has a pretty deceptive calm compared to like the more immediate threat you feel when you load into Terminus. Terminus is dark, it's claustrophobic immediately, so you feel that threat. The brightness of Liberty Falls will have you feeling almost kind of safe, like maybe you could hit up Yummy Freeze, get a couple scoops, but this is zombie
Don't
zone.
tempt me.
Yeah, you know it's not all good. As you explore the map, you'll start to see the signs of the outbreak. You'll see the signs of a failed attempt to contain this thing.
Okay.
So, it'll be everything that you expect. And what we want this to do is like set, we want it to be easy to pick up, but hard to master.
Yeah.
There's a lot for players to chew on. It's a smaller map, so again, a lot for players to chew on while they try not to be chewed upon. There you go.
I like that. I'm going to write that one down. But speaking of story, because you kind of hinted at it a little bit, it's a failed attempt at a containment, which means, we got to look at the cinematic earlier this week that's going to set up the map. And damn, there's some spooky things happening in there. We're seeing for the very first time the man himself, Edward Richtofen, since Black Ops Cold War. He seemingly is going to get yeeted into another dimension here by the ether. What does this mean, Kevin?
Well, I think it's the cinematic, first of all, is incredible, but I don't think this is how we expected to find Richtofen, and it's a bit of a change of expectations. We're not going to give anything away right now.
Okay.
We're really just setting the groundwork for the game in this cinematic. It's basically whatever you saw at the end there, and Richtofen.
Well, and also too, we see his family. I'm going to make some assumptions here. It seems like they were violently murdered, or there's some sort of very.
I think they just routed the sun too long.
I hope he doesn't have those nightmares.
No sunblock on the picnic. That'll do some things to you.
Yeah. So up until now, we've really been framing him up as this villain. Yeah. And he's done terrible things to our crew on Terminus Island. But now we found out some terrible things have happened to him. So it's a bit more gray than you might have initially thought, right?
Yeah, we're adding some complexity.
Yeah, the best villains are always the ones that believe that they're doing the right thing. You know what I mean? There were some really sick moments in that trailer as well. So you can definitely get the vibe that there was. It's going to be pretty wild. I'm excited for it.
And you did talk about the end there. I'm gonna push on a little bit. You tell me no. Was that a Maxis voice that I heard there?
No, and you could make some assumptions there. If you played the end of Cold War, some things happen that really kind of translate here, and you can kind of connect the points.
So is that what you would suggest players start if they want to get into the story?
While we're waiting, if you want to jump into Cold War, it's a great time to go check out those main quests and get you ready. Here's the story.
Yeah, I've been playing Cold War Zombies. But all right, we're headed right into Zombies gameplay here. But a few quick things for those of you watching at home. We are spoiler free today. We do not want to ruin the moment. Play it at launch. So the main quest and all the Easter eggs are actually turned off. And of course, the dedicated crew is back in Round Base Zombies in Black Ops 6. But since Liberty Falls happens concurrently with Terminus, dedicated crew's busy. They're trying to break out of prison, so they're not at Liberty Falls. We're going to see a different set of characters played by the folks here on that map today.
Yeah, and so she'll be waiting any minute now to be jumping into the action. But it seems like once that's good to go, Black Ops 6 Zombies is live. There you have it, and we are in to the action. We're going to be sticking around with this one for a little bit, talking about what we're going to be seeing. And I mean, I'm just excited to have round-based zombies back. That is going to be really exciting. It's fun, just kind of to see how far you can climb. Right, that's always the gimmick. You know what I mean? You want to see how far you can go on that one.
So guys, we're already at round 10. Where on the map are we right now?
This is the bank here, so they're inside. You can actually get up on the roof of here too. We call this the Alamo. It's like the last holdout that they had here, Project Janus. So it's actually where you'll find the Wonder Fizz inside here. Yeah, we have Juggernaut. This is kind of the classic central point of the map. So there's a lot of good things, a lot of connections you can make between the two major sections here.
So we see we're in this mission right now, Liberty Falls. Who's your handler? What's the goal of the Liberty Falls mission?
Right. So we actually got introduced to our handler in the cinematic. John Blanchard, and he's the head of Janus Security.
Okay.
Rick Toppin told him, lock it down, try to protect Liberty Falls. As we see here, they didn't really succeed. So you enter as an outside group, and he mistakes you as part of Project Janus. So he starts to team up with you and guide you along to try to salvage the situation, see if anyone's still alive.
Okay.
Figure out what's going on, really just try to contain.
But you said that he assumes that you are a part of the group.
So you might not be.
It might not be.
Oh.
TBD.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That is, I'm quite curious to see how that story plays out with there, but that's going to be pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have someone in the bowling alley here. This is Liberty Lanes. And there's my guy, Mr. Peeps. Dion, Mr. Peeps on the wall.
Great place to do some training there on the bowling lanes.
And we're crafting. We're at the crafting table.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so Crafty's back.
Of goodies.
You can make support, which is mostly score streaks, but a self-revive. We're actually limiting how many self-revives we can craft a game now to 3.
So only 3 per match.
Make it a little tougher and higher rounds, less opportunities.
I definitely needed that. I needed.
Here's our first abomination.
Okay.
And he's gone.
I mean, that ray gun is... You can always leave it up to the ray gun. Yeah.
Of course, they go lock up the ray gun.
So the ray gun has a new look that we're...
Yeah, so the weapons team did an amazing job. They remodeled the weapon and gave it a huge polish pass. So, like the weapon inspect, it looks amazing. You actually see the cartridges as you reload.
There's a lot more animations when he's firing it too. You could see it was revolving around there. So it's really neat.
I'm sure we're going to get another ray gun look as we get further into Liberty Falls. Benny Central here around 11.
Yeah. Now, something I'm curious about, because the world looks very lived in. It's got a lot of, it seems like it has a lot of layers to it, and there's a story to be told in the map itself, right? So, what is like being in this map? Like, how does this relate to the players? Like, what are there going to be some goodies that they could find around here? Like, what do we have?
Yeah, we have an epic main quest here in this map that you'll be able to experience when it comes out. And as part of that, we are really upping the challenge this time around. So I think people will be pleasantly surprised of what they need to do to kind of do, their challenge their skills and their puzzle solving abilities. But, we also have some really cool rewards for that as well. So we have new operator skins and actually for the first time Wonder Weapon skins as well.
Wonder Weapon skins. That is something that I think people are going to be
the ability to make your ray gun look like a different ray gun.
Yeah,
we're super excited for the day one hunt. On this map, everyone's really stoked. Working on the map, we can't wait.
Yeah, I'm not going to get a lot of work done that day. I got to be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
If you're looking for anything, I'm going to be busy.
You can definitely also see the Omni movement as well playing a role in this too, right? That has to add a different layer to this, because now before you're like, I gotta turn around and run, but now you can just like slide back. Yeah, you can just move away. Has that added some fun layers to the zombies experience?
I'd say definitely with PhD flopper. You can see up on the hill there. You grab that, you run and jump down, do an awesome back dive and explode, and it's great. It's really cool. The movement makes it so fluid to get around.
You can run backwards now, but there might be zombies behind you, so it's not necessarily an advantage.
It's safe to assume there are zombies anywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
So actually, we have third person. immersion mode.
Yes,
in
and we're
zombies.
seeing it right here.
There you go.
Oh,
so
snap.
That's kind of a nice way, if you're able to play like this, to get a little bit more, awareness behind you.
Wow, I did not realize that. That is actually really cool. And then you can also see just like the wild slides.
We're showing off.
It shows off Omni movements really well.
Yeah. No, that's pretty damn awesome. So now, in terms of main quest, can we confirm here that they're like every map is going to have like a main quest at launch?
Definitely. We'll have both at the launch. Both these maps will have main quests that we're super stoked for people to play. Been putting a lot of effort in, tuning and balancing these things. So it's going to be a good challenge. We can't wait.
Should we be expecting that difficulty to be climbing up and getting harder and harder?
Yeah, I think we're always trying.
Yeah,
it's tough when the world is trying to solve a single puzzle, but it's like we always want to make sure the steps are intuitive, but hard to discover initially. It's an interesting balance, and we always give it a shot every time, and always trying to hone
challenge your skills too, right?
Of course.
Yeah. Ultimately, we want more people to dive into the main quests and enjoy the narrative, discover the narrative in Zombies. Anthony, what have you got for players who might be newer to Zombies with Black Ops 6?
Yeah, so in BO6 we have what we're calling directed mode, which as the name suggests, will help direct the players through the main quest. What we've done is allow the quest, or rather the rounds, to progress as the player opens up the map and completes the quest. So as they finish steps, the rounds will ramp up. It'll help keep things under control. We've given it a general cap of round 15, so things will never get too crazy for the players.
Yeah.
But so we're really excited about
So
that.
you've never really dived into the Zombies experience before. That is like the best way to do it, to like acclimate yourself to that to that gameplay.
Yeah, I know. I think we all know someone that has just either been intimidated or just hasn't been able to get into the main quest because of difficulty, and we're hoping that this will be a good for them.
Oh, we're seeing a trap.
It's Etherella.
Just in.
Etherella.
Yeah.
So this is a new trap just on Liberty Falls.
Yeah.
Tell us about Etherella here.
This is a life-size action figure here from a comic book, right? That actually you can fire this up, and she blasts zombies with her laser death beam eyes here. But you gotta watch out there, because your head could get clipped too. So be sure to crouch.
Oh yeah,
Big guy was taking some shots there.
Big guy was taking some collateral damage.
You don't want to hang out in the comic book on top of the counter there. You might get blasted during that. But there's great witty comments as part of that as well. It's really fun. And there's another trap they might come across here as well. The Dark Ether Field Trap is around here, and that's a really cool project. Janice set those up. And actually, it'll slow down and dissolve zombies actually when they're in there. And
we love dissolving zombies.
And lure them, but you don't want to linger there too long either. It's going to impact you after a little bit of time. So those are really fun too.
A good zombie. Yeah, a good zombie dissolving goes a long way for the soul. Now, I understand as well, because there are a lot of new things that are going to come into Zombies. It looks so fun.
Somebody's got the jet gun.
Somebody's got the jet gun. Okay, so
speaking of
Punch, one of the OGs, we could talk about this. Every map has its own unique wonder weapon. In Black Ops 6.
Yes.
What are we looking at here?
This is the jet gun, right? For this map, this is a favorite returning, maybe fan favorite from Transit that we're actually boosting up here, and you're not gonna break it apart now, right? Like last time, you're gonna actually keep it. It just overheats. So once you construct it, you have it. So obviously, if people haven't played it before, it's made from a big jet engine. So it's gonna suck in all these zombies, chop them up, kind of spit them out the back end of that. You can actually pull in, salvage, stuff like power-ups. We have weapons and things like that too. So it's really fun to use that weapon, just cranking through the zombies. But it also has a new specialty weapon blast that you can do and charge up, and it fires off. And
that's sick.
In case of emergency, break glass type scenario.
Yeah, for sure. Well, like I said, a lot of new things that are going to be coming to this. We just saw even things that are returning that are getting a fresh coat of paint on it. But also, I want to talk about the new perk machines as well, because there's one name in particular that I absolutely love: the Melee Macchiato. It's just too good. What is it? What can you tell us about it?
So this perk machine. It's new, and it is everything that is 90s. We've got grunge rock, we've got boxy, we've got coffee. So
coffee shops, what's
coffee
better?
shops.
Yeah.
So Mela
Called a
Macchiato.
cappuccino. Wait till you see what it costs. Yeah, nice.
You drink it, it replaces your gun butt with this lethal punch that sends zombies flying. Really fun to use. It also ties in nicely with our dedicated melee, which is also coming to zombies. So
Yes.
when you bring your baseball bat and your knife in, it buffs the damage for that as well. So it's a really nice perk, especially early rounds to get a kind of a...
Here's the armor buy.
Yeah.
Which is new.
Yeah, so we've moved armor as wall buys instead of... It used to get it... You'd have to get it from the arsenal.
Yeah.
And so now it's more... It's such an important thing that we thought we wanted to get that out there at the level, and it's part of the core progression, right? You're deciding, do I want to get Jug or do I want to get Tier 2 armor?
Yeah,
Right?
and
That kind of thing.
and that can obviously, like be your undoing ultimately, or it could be the thing that bails you out in the end, right?
Prepare accordingly.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
But it's not just about, all of the new things coming to Zombie, because we actually have some really awesome things returning from previous Zombies experiences that have that exciting twist on top. And one of those things that's hugely important is Gobble Gums.
Yeah, so we might have seen it somewhere around here, but we've got several Gobble Gum machines in the world. Gobble Gums are a consumable buff system that was first introduced in Black Ops 3. They're really fun. You use them and you kind of break the rules. It gives you little, really powerful abilities for a little bit of a time, or kind of progresses your growth. We made a lot of improvements this game, so you always have to earn things in Zombies. So it's still important. You make your pack at the front end, but once you get in, you still have to go to these machines.
Yeah.
One's free every round.
But you can earn them just through playing, to your point.
As you play, as rounds turn, you always have a chance to earn a gum.
Okay.
What's new and really cool is we actually allow you to take 3 and store them on yourself. So you can actually kind of strategize or make combos and decide how to use them. It uses the score streak menu, very similar to MP. So if you're familiar with that, kind of sorting between those, you can do it here.
Yeah.
Really excited to see how people are going to kind of...
Just feels like you guys are
these things
doing
out.
such a great job of just making sure that the person who only plays multiplayer can go over to Zombies and also feel at home with some of the mechanics that kind of transfer over, which I think is really cool. Yeah.
And that's the awesome thing, especially about Omni Movement, the global systems that are coming. We called out the HUD presets earlier, which you'll be able to see in Zombies as well. Dedicated melee. We've got plenty of stuff.
So much of the stuff we do at the core is so buttery smooth. It's like we want to bring that over into Zombies.
You're making me hungry. We're talking about coffee and butter. And maybe it's something about watching the zombies try to eat you that's...
Yeah, it's a little bit of that. It's a different kind of hunger.
Yeah.
A bit more evil.
So Kevin, augments are also a huge new thing coming to Zombies in Black Ops 6. And I've heard this referred to as build crafting a little bit. You get the combos going. How's this going to work?
Yeah, so this is the evolution of a permanent progression system that we introduced in Core War. This idea that the longer you play Zombies, you get to power up your abilities, your field upgrades, your perks, your ammo mods, make them more powerful. What's different this time around is you're unlocking augments, and there's 6 per category of content. So you have minors and majors, and you can equip 1 of each. And the idea here is that depending on what you're trying to do in the game, whether it's tie rounds, playing as a group, going for the main quest, right? That's really going to impact how you build your augments and what you set. And so ultimately, you're making your Juggernog your Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog.
It's my Juggernog.
Yeah.
Your Juggernog is not like mine. Or maybe it is.
Maybe it is. I'm a support player.
So maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
But there's over 100 of these to unlock, and it's going to be a very lengthy journey to unlock all of them. So, just really excited to see what combos people come up with and builds.
One thing that I always loved when at the studio, when you guys talk about the making of Black Ops 6, sort of these set of core pillars that the game was built around, and one of those is become monster, and that's something that's interwoven across the entire game. But you folks on the Zombies team said, hey, we'll take that literally, and that seems like how we got Mutant Injection.
Yeah, it's a blast, right? Here we have it. You inject yourself, and you actually can become a mangler for a limited amount of time, and you just plow through zombies and chop them up and blast them. It's great, and we've been wanting to do this for a really long time, and the animators actually showed us like, hey, check this out. Like, let's do this. Let's make this happen in this game. So we're like, yeah. So this is the first score streak that's really meant for zombies, and it's just such a blast to play.
Also, you can
So
hear
fun.
the maniacal laughter coming from the. He's like,
I feel like it's like being a chopper gunner on the ground. Like you're a living chopper gunner. It's like that level of power.
I think you said yesterday too, like the Mangler on Mangler crime. If you use mutant injection on another, on a Mangler.
That's great. The VO that he says is great during that too. It's hilarious. It's like,
Got to see that.
No, for sure. All right, well, there's other things to talk about here as well. Kevin, why don't you go ahead and tell us about the Arsenal as well, and like what should we be expecting there?
Yeah, so we've really streamlined the arsenal this game, and also kind of given it a glow up. It's, it'll be found on the level. It's a one-stop shop for weapon upgrades. It's where you spend your salvage to upgrade rarity and apply ammo mods. What's also really cool though is this time it's kind of got a AI drill and sergeant. Voice, and it will actually kind of call you out if it notices that you run nearby it. If your weapon's underpowered, it might be like, kind of shout at you.
Yeah, I love it when my NPCs judge me.
To get over here and upgrade because it's really important to kind of keep up with the power band as these zombies get harder and harder.
Yeah, we just heard someone wail.
I just heard
on the
someone
other side.
scream at no behind us. So
that's how you know they were in a good run.
They might have hit that death animation that we've been hoping to see.
Oh man, and this the abomination is just horrifying. I am not looking. There's like one outside too, right? It's like some massive one. Hey, there's just so much to talk about. We're going to be talking about it. Don't worry, folks. Plenty to yap about when it comes to zombies. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we return, we're talking some more Black Ops 6. See you guys on the other side.
Play like a pro on a big screen TV up to 98 inches from TCL, the official TV of Call of Duty. Share the wins. Elgato, the official streaming partner of Call of Duty. AMD, official CPU and GPU partner of Call of Duty Next. Herman Miller Gaming is happy to be the chair provider for Call of Duty Next. Today's players are sitting in Herman Miller Gaming and Body chairs. Check out which gaming chair is best for you at hermanmiller.com/gaming. Triumph, official motorcycle partner of Black Ops 6. Customize your typing. Drop, the official keycap partner of Call of Duty.
Pre-order the new half-scale DG2 Wunderwaffe replica. Bonus, all fans who grab one of these for their collection will get a gift with purchase. Exclusive Gold Lightning weapon camo.
Okay, we are all so obsessed.
How was that?
We were obsessed with Abby. That was Abby, which is our pet name for the 2-scale mega abomination.
Yeah, because you gave that thing a pet name. Oh my word.
Abby.
She hasn't eaten anyone yet.
Yeah, she's been very demure, very respectful.
Very cutesy, very thoughtful, but there's actually a team articulating her smoke, all of the things she did a moment for the creators yesterday as they were coming in.
Holy crap.
She is so cool.
She has to come home with us. I love her so much.
So we've been in here, so I haven't really had an opportunity to see. And, I saw it when I came in today, and I was like, oh, wow, that's big. Didn't think much about it. But when you see it moving around and stuff, that really hits home. That is utterly fascinating. And actually, as a matter of fact, you can see right there that there is a little placard. I actually have it right here.
Oh, here we go.
That's
We
right.
have officially won.
I am also a Guinness Book of World Record holder, so I'm very proud to hold this alongside my colleagues at Activision and Treyarch, because this is the largest marionette of a video game character.
Bring them on. Get your new friends.
MVP. This one's Afterlife. Looks incredible, but I am really excited about Nebula. This thing, when you fire it, it actually kind of heats up in a way,
that looks cool.
and it just becomes more dynamic the longer you fire it, and it feels like you're like, I don't know, weaponizing the cosmos.
I like that. That is a phrase right there. Weaponizing the cosmos for its success.
Reticle challenges and the Dark Ops challenges also coming to zombies, plus the camo track. The camo grind is almost here. I can taste it.
Yeah.
And prestige shared across all modes.
Classic prestige across every mode.
And that is just really, really cool. So there's so much, just so many cool things to talk about here today. But look, if you're like me, I've been oohing and on at all the nice juicy camos that we've been seeing here today. And I mean, again, you have so much that you can lean on here. Make sure you guys are out there digitally pre-order Black Ops 6, or you can subscribe to select Game Pass plans and get the Reflect 115 camo pack. Of course, playable immediately in Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. And these look really cool. I mean, just the visual is just striking in of itself there, stuff. Pretty dope.
I already have these.
Yeah.
I'm going to go home and play with them.
I don't doubt it. You
Call of
have
Duty
probably
does.
everything. Your inventory is probably wild.
I play a lot of this game, needless to say, but it's another really cool thing coming to Black Ops 6. Zombies are evolving.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin first described this to me as zombie popcorn, which is really gross. But Anthony,
Popcorn forever for me.
Anthony, tell us how these work.
Yeah, so basically we have what's the start of an evolutionary chain represented in the parasite and the vermin. And basically these things will pop out of zombies dynamically throughout an engagement. So kind of switch it up for you. You know, you think you're clearing your horde, and all of a sudden a giant head pops off and turns to a spider and comes after you. And so you have to kind of change where you're aiming. You know, it mixes things up, keeps it interesting, you know, keeps it challenging. You have to look down, look up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really just switches things up for you.
Because if there's one thing that we all needed, it's more ways for things to kill us.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
I mean, really, it's just more creative ways.
Never enough
Evolutionary.
ways to die. Never enough ways to die.
And you think these are terrifying? There's more on the way.
Not straight to live
Bro,
season.
got stuff for you.
Oh, man,
Oh,
it's just
man.
nasty.
There are more coming. And speaking of things to come, Treyarch team, we've obviously got 2 awesome maps at launch, but what can you tell us? You know, what do you got in store for us and beyond that in the live seasons?
So what I could say is that the next map is going to be coming by the end of this year.
Oh,
and that is going to be
round-based zombies map.
really setting the tone for how all in and round-based we are this year.
Yeah, that's quite significant. I mean, you're just so many options for ways to be able to play. It has to feel pretty good for you guys and the team to be able to deliver so much like this.
It feels amazing.
Yeah, I'm personally I think we're all just really stoked about all the maps that we're going to come with. Everything just helps kind of tell the story and just pair all the maps themselves pair with the story we're trying to tell. So yeah, we're all really excited.
So excited.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
This is a mutant injection, is it not?
Indeed,
Yes,
it is.
Oh my word! You can see him go, oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's like the Kool-Aid Man on steroids.
I like his nod of approval.
He might be. I mean, he's all the way in 21, so Ink Slasher is retreating here as we're seeing.
We're not even getting to the rounds where it gets hard yet.
Yeah, and I'm seeing, so there is like a time frame that you have for it, so I can't just go and live out my destructive fantasies unlimited.
coming back out now.
For a limited time only. Get it while it's hot. Oh man, that is so cool. It just looks absolutely devastating. That would be such a fun way to just clear massive waves of zombies.
Yep. You want to hold on to it for the right time when you really need that, and then pop that and go for it.
Wow.
Awesome.
Oh, we got ourselves a check on Ken.
Oh, no, that's the Mangler cannon. That's the Mangler?
Yeah.
So if you shoot the Mangler cannon off of the Mangler, you have a chance to drop this thing. You can pick it up and get a couple shots, or you can go craft it as well. So it's another kind of a small way to get some zombies.
Spend your salvage, get the Mangler cannon, or find it. Name a Mangler.
All sorts of ways to kill zombies.
Oh man, well.